play our intro
Why
song?
do I have a short cable, man?
Jesus Biggest what?
Welcome to the Reel Foolz Podcast. I'm Dekeisha Curry.
You guys set me up on that one, man.
Nah, I knew it was gonna blow our ears off. I knew immediately.
I'm Roy Wangu.
Melhik. We got to do an intro again. We're gonna get copyrighted for that song, but that was funny.
That was
I was
funny.
like, shh.
But it's under 6 seconds.
Yeah, we might get away with it. We'll see.
Yeah, you can. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was also thinking about that of like, cause I put up a couple of YouTube videos in the other episode with the lizard thing, so I'll see what they say.
I think
Once
so.
we start posting it. Yeah.
Amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, before they flag it.
Yeah, there's a 30-second thing or something.
I don't get it because Instagram uses all this music on all this stuff. So
I think
But
it's
you
like,
can't make money off of Instagram.
yeah.
I think that's the kind of.
what do you mean when you do sponsor? I guess when you do sponsored content, you can't use the original stuff.
Probably not. No.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
But
what
yeah,
up-
welcome to the podcast. This is we finally have a name. Yes,
I think we should like ADR the other episodes. Just add it in there. Just,
ADR.
just
Nah, I
podcast.
mean-
We don't have names
wait,
yet.
so are we redoing the intro or we're not?
We'll read. Nah, at this point, I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Rock
If-
on.
yeah.
It's good to see your face when we played it and you're
Your face, you mean?
dude, that thing blasted my ears. I was like, damn.
Was that the intro you were thinking about?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
what I
okay.
was thinking of.
So
I
you
was
just knew I was
thinking
gonna
about
try
this
and
one.
press some shit over there.
No, not this one. Sorry. Hold up. Damn, this
I
is
think
long.
just press the other one. Let's see if it's gonna go.
Got a little bit of reverb in there.
Where is that from, actually?
He just recorded that.
No, but there's either an animation or a cartoon that has that. I think it's a Pixar animation that does that. I will
You mean
find
Scream for Your Life?
it. Yeah.
I
It's
know.
kind of human instinct.
You know what?
Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. are
No,
very-
it's a new one.
Huh.
It's a new one, and actually, it's being used a lot on social. I don't know what that is, but I guess Melhik's voice is copyrighted now.
There you go. Anybody uses it, run me my money.
Send him $5 a year for his royalties.
Pays royalties.
$5 per tone. You
Per
run it
pitch.
up? Yeah, per pitch. There you go.
I'm curious what led you to make that pitch of a sound.
I was testing it, and then I was like, "How do you use this?" And I was like, "Oh, you can customize. Bet. Let me see what I got." And then that's what came out of my body at that point in time. All right, but no, officially, welcome to the Reel Foolz Podcast. This will be we'll figure out the episodes. Welcome. So
Patreon. Tell me
Mhm.
about that.
it's podcast, but you make money off of it. It's like the
Yeah.
OnlyFans, but for podcasters.
Is that the one you can do a recording of? You can pay someone to say whatever for your birthday or something. Is that Patreon?
No, that's the. Damn, that was a throwback. That's when celebrities do a small video thing.
They're still doing that.
Cameo.
Oh, Cameo. Okay,
Mm.
close. Patreon, Cameo.
That's not close. It's completely different.
It's right
things.
there, man.
No, it's not. They do completely different
Eon.
things.
What do you mean? It's the same concept. It's a
No,
voice, right?
Patreon is like YouTube, but you can pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It goes straight to the creators. So anything that the subscribers are paying, it goes straight to them, as opposed to YouTube taking out their
But Patreon takes a percentage.
yeah.
But in YouTube pays you based off ad revenues. This one, it's like an OnlyFans. You subscribe to it, and then Patreon takes some percent, and then the rest of the money goes to you. So a lot of people a lot of famous YouTubers make good money off
Mhm.
of Patreon.
And so they hide like exclusive content that you might want to see on YouTube. Like they'll give you a trailer or something. It's like, hey, watch it on Patreon. You like,
I have not seen
Damn,
any of
brother.
that, but I guess I don't spend that much time on some of that content.
Yeah.
But Patreon is no, I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's basically if you're really a fan of a person and you want to pay them to do it, it's kind of where it's at.
Yeah.
But they make a lot more money off of that than like YouTube or something like that.
Oh, because it's ad revenue generated kind of.
And YouTube, you gotta have to have your own sponsorship to really
That's
do
true.
anything about it or make a living.
So it's kind of like what you call it, the one Amazon bought,
Amazon owns Twitch, right?
Twitch.
Yeah,
Twitch is what I was thinking about.
something to that level, but
Right,
like
because they
the
help you
content-
find advertising.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
advertisers
Yes,
will,
but also, yeah,
will look
people
for
can
the,
subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true. I think the only difference is Twitch's live stream. That's
yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check it out and see. Is there any content creation on video or whatever, like the same thing that's being done on YouTube exist over there?
Yeah. One of the guys I watch is Channel 5 News with Andrew Callahan. So some of the documentaries that he's doing, he'll release the full documentary, including like that way he could release it like to its full extent with like nudity, profanity, crazy ass sayings and stuff like that. He'll lock it behind the paywall. He's like, YouTube's gonna strike me, so you just might as well watch it there.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually so they don't censor you at all.
No.
Okay, I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
I think, well, I don't know for sure, but I know to a degree he was able to show this one guy who's a nudist on Patreon. So he showed the full video.
Without doing the whole
Yeah,
pixelated thing and everything.
and choosing
Okay.
his shots wisely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find me on my Patreon then.
Yeah, man. If this becomes a routine, then we'll start. We kind of have to at some point. Just
Do what?
Put it on Patreon.
I'm keeping my clothes on though.
Hey, man, do you want to get paid or not?
How else are people gonna watch?
Those chicken legs need to make a show.
Subscribe to my Patreon. Man.
That would be funny if like Patreon was the dudes OnlyFans.
Damn. Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
hilarious.
I mean, OnlyFans is a dudes only.
It is.
Technically, that's
It
those
is
are the
a-
It just-
customer base. No?
That's how
It's-
it's just not as popular. You know what I mean?
What do you
Yeah.
mean? No, it's one side subscribes to buy from the other side, so it is actually a dude's place.
Yeah.
The waiting rooms are all dudes.
But I think Twitch is that. I think Twitch is kind of like
Twitch is good because it exposes you to a lot of people at once, especially like if you can get your numbers up doing a live stream. So Twitch is good for that. But how it became a talk show, I don't know how that started.
A talk show.
what do you mean?
Yeah. Well, when I was watching Twitch, actually I went to college with a guy who co-founded it. It was just for video games.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember early on, so before it got the hype, was it the gaffer? What was it again? Pete? Pete?
Yeah.
So he had a Twitch too, where he
Yeah.
just shows things out.
Drunken therapist.
That's the name of it.
Exactly.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Drinks and gives you some therapy advice.
Yeah.
Cool concept.
Yeah. I looked at it earlier on for that thing, and then the few pages I found, I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." Kind of had to pay for, and I was like, "I don't want to."
Oh, is it a paid subscription kind of thing?
Yeah.
To
There-
pay for are you paying for the show that you're watching, or are you paying for Twitch as a service?
So you pay
No.
the person directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have Twitch for free, and then
Yeah, 'cause
there's
they
a lot
have
of sites that are
sponsors.
just free too.
Yeah,
And then some of them will put caps, like you
Yeah.
need to, like as a content creator, you get to choose, like how much people will spend to watch you and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then there's also a certain level too of where you have to be subscribed to a person long enough to leave a comment. That's something I've ran into just trying to watch friends and stuff.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Avoid trolls. I know you just saw the guy. You're like, this is junk.
Why are you doing this,
Why
brother?
are you doing this, brother? And you just saw the first 5 minutes of the show.
Quit the game.
It's crazy though how people are foul in the comment section.
Yeah. You have to have
Jesus.
thick skin or just
Or-
not pay attention to it.
Hire moderators. That's something a lot of people do. Is they just have moderators in the chat, just blocking, deleting, and cutting off people.
It doesn't. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Because yeah, it makes sense. Because once that rabbit hole starts or people start digging into that, it takes away from where the subject, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
interesting when you watch something and you're like, let me see the comments. you're like, it's
Oh.
not really. It starts going and it's not related to actually what the subject matter is. It's like
Yeah,
just
that's
dips completely.
You know, one thing I saw, certain Twitch streamers talking about people find out their address and send a raid.
Oh yeah.
Makes a phone call, an anonymous tip or something like that, and says that house is doing something, and people just police keep coming and raiding their apartment. There's a name for it that I forgot.
These
Yeah.
police need to be checked. By the time you're raiding, can you do like some investigation? Like
No,
some
it's
police
like
work?
random,
Yeah.
just random people online, and it's once they find out your address, they can call, make up whatever story
No,
they
what
can
I'm
to the
saying
police.
is like, okay, yeah, I understand someone called, but due diligence of the police before they raid a place is investigate, right?
Yeah.
If we come break down my door, at least knock on it or
Mhm.
find out, yo, what's up?
Sometimes I think they use real crime tips.
If you if
Stuff
you
like
say
that, yeah.
bomb threat or whatever, that they come in heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's, you know what I mean? Like, how cruel do you have to be? Like, that you find joy in doing that to.
But that's what
Twitch or
online
stream,
is, right?
whatever.
The joy of
Nah, but I
inconvenience.
mean,
Did
online
you
is
go watch-
there's a difference between online comment of like you saying this, that, and a third about someone.
Mhm.
There's calling the police on your house. That's a different level of like,
Taking it out.
yeah, whatever trauma you got, you need to find therapy or something. If you find that enjoyable.
I don't know, man. Yeah, the society is we're hiding behind paywalls and all these
Yeah.
names that nobody sees who you are until you do the same thing in public. You forget you're in
Oh, I'm
public.
actually a big fan. I'm sorry.
Hey, you guys saw the one, the lady who insulted KD?
Katie, like Kevin Durant or Katie Middleton?
No, I think it was Kevin Durant, one of the basketball players,
Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton.
Oh,
But
yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Durant.
right? You guys saw that one?
Well, there's KD is a lot on Twitter. He has beefs.
No.
A lot of beefs. I
This
don't
was no.
As,
This was
She was
This
like
was-
a fan, right?
yeah. I
know.
don't know if you call them
the
a fan.
couple. Yeah,
The couple
yeah.
who like the guy, he's just walking and they just call him, what is that, bitch or something?
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, I'm gonna walk up to you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Oh, we're big fans.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the online troll
Yeah.
in public, right?
Yeah, like, I didn't know you were gonna respond.
I'm gonna
And then it started
respond.
to
It's
freak
like,
out.
I was like, oh, we're big fans and all. You're just switching it up. Then why did you call me a bitch? You know, it's like,
Yeah. Man.
But, oh, for sure. You just can't watch this game. You kicked
I
them right
know.
out. It's
yeah, he would have been like,
Yeah.
yeah, just chuck them out.
Man.
Like they could, they would have been better off saying, Kevin Durant, we're big fans.
That's
Just
it.
yelling at,
Yeah.
as opposed
Why
to
use
just
the word-
insulting the man.
I know, insulted the man for no reason.
Bro.
And then all of a sudden, I guess it's a couples thing. That's probably how they talk.
They forgot that he wasn't a part of that relationship.
He wasn't connected
They
to
were trying
that.
to be a throuple.
He's like, no, I don't subscribe to that, man. Don't call me that. It's offensive.
Oh god, that was funny.
But yeah, the
But
world.
yeah, the uproar of people, it's just like when they get into their own social media clique, and then in real life they're all like buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna go away, right? Because now people have to be in public, right? The era that we came out of COVID and everything is gone. So now more people are going back into society.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna see how
Nah,
people adapt to.
I don't think.
So I think the trolls will always be there, but
Yeah.
I think people are getting better at filtering out the comments, because I'll be watching some live streams too, where it's just comments of insults, and I'm like, man, I know that they're seeing the 80% insults and not the 10%. Hey, you guys are doing a good job here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, if this thing's flooded with just constant bad talk.
Do you think they look at it though?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
because they gotta see it.
No, probably they don't. As you said, there's a moderator, so they probably ignore looking at
Well,
it.
some of I mean,
too.
I think a lot of people that say they're like the content creators.
They don't
some-
look at comments.
Some do, because you get a lot of feedback from it, so that you can do it.
Because
And-
once you leave your live stream, it follows you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And so now it's just your Instagram comments filled with those same troll type of comments. So,
What do you mean, from YouTube?
or YouTube, Instagram, but whatever you're live streaming from,
I see.
whatever you're
Those
producing.
comments are still there.
Yeah.
But how can you change that? It's a mindset, right?
Yeah, it's like,
It's like
but that's what I mean. Like people are getting better at filtering that, or even to an extent of addressing it. Like KD, I know Cardi B's good at doing that too. They addressing whatever the majority is saying. It's like, here's the facts, and it kind of stops the nonsense for a while. Then they find something new.
Didn't Cardi B sue one of the people for slander?
Yeah.
And she's like, she sued him, and she was like, she lost money, but she's like, that's on the principle.
But
I'm gonna show you.
won the lawsuit.
Yeah, she did win the lawsuit too.
yeah.
Which is rare, because I think for celebrities, the slander part of it in the law is a little bit more vague compared to like if us sue somebody for slander, we have more grounds than if a celebrity does it.
Because you're a public-facing figure.
Yeah.
As a public figure, that's why the president can't sue anyone for slander.
Yeah. And I
or
think
politician.
too that like it was on a level of defamation too. So that's where Cardi B was kind of successful at.
But speaking of uproar though, have you guys seen? Alex just showed me a little beef of the new Under Armour commercial that came out.
Beef?
Well, beef is like the people got an uproar, but it's about AI of the new commercial. So the whole commercial, we should actually just watch it right now. Just YouTube it of
Is that why he
Forever is
released the
Made
whole
Now.
explanation?
Yes. So
I was
that
like,
was it.
why
So
is he going deep into the explanation?
So-
I just saw it.
basically the uproar is that the commercial used actual footage, some CGI VFX, and then some AI.
Mm-hmm.
Now the biggest uproar I think is that the footages he used was from a different campaign that Under Armour did.
That he actually directed.
No, somebody else directed it.
He's not the one he did?
No, but it is owned by Under Armour,
Yeah.
so they have the right to use it. But so a lot of people were mad because at the beginning of that commercial, the original people weren't credited. So, but then later on they credited them. But then on top of that, they got mad that the people are in uproar because of the new kind of fear of AI and what it's doing, and doing a commercial, and then people are mad that, they didn't use a real crew and trying to save budget, and this director
Not
is
trying to save budget.
so he was appeasing to the clients and not getting actual crew members to do this and that and the third. So they were uproar, and that's why he did a whole ass explanation.
So that means he's actually grounded himself as an AI DP, which is good for him.
I mean, and then
Uproar is
he
actually
apologized, and after that he doubled down of like, hey, I'm in this.
Yeah,
it's happening.
doubled down.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of low. I saw it when he released it, and I was like, this is dope.
Yeah. Let's
It's
watch
creative
it
because the
Yeah.
technology is there. Why
It's
not?
The second one, the black and white one.
Gotcha.
Because part of it he had done. He had just finished a commercial based off of that.
Yeah.
It's an easy choice. Made the hard way. You can fight. Or you can fade. Because time doesn't care. It's happy to forget you. Today is made of yesterday. And the future is made when you fight. Like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That looked cool.
It's dope.
But it's half AI and half,
It's a
whatever
use
it
of
is.
technology. If
So what's your thought of it? Yeah.
If they had 20 people, animators seated or VFX people seated on it, it's just what it's done is AI has simplified that. It's
And-
reduced the number of people who are sitting on it.
And at the
So-
same time, it's also a level of, like, just from what I was seeing, if I went in there to do the photography for that, just to try to capture all those images, like, how much time would that take and how
it's
much
a lot of time.
budget would that take for us to even, like, make something like that?
And he's not using actually like the actual what we are right now discussing regarding OpenAI's Sora. It's
Mhm.
not in that line. This is totally different. This is actually re-engineering, breaking things apart and bringing them back together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the thing is, though, a lot of people will be unemployed because of that. It is shortening. It's a tool that's being used to shorten of certain industries and stuff like that. I don't understand what crews and like that. Some of the comments I was reading of like, they did use actual footage, so that means there is a crew that actually worked
shot
on
it.
this.
Yeah.
Now, given they didn't get credit, and then there was a bigger conversation on top of that is, why is it that filmmakers don't have rights and licensing rights to the footage that they shoot, but photographers and composers and musicians do have it?
That's a good point.
Why is it
That's
that
a good fight.
we have to give, you know what I mean?
That's a good
Now,
fight.
I understand that, for especially with something like that kind of commercial, it's Under Armour is the client. They're paying for everything, and then they're hiring everyone to do it. I get it, but same thing as photographers. You get hired to do client agency, but even photographers would they don't give you the actual raw footage.
I guess the biggest question for that would be like, who will hold the rights? Like, am I going to split it between this 20-man crew, or do I give it to the director or the DP who crafted the image, or do I give it to a creative director who sat down, take time to actually plan this out?
The production designer that came up with the whole thing,
with the backdrop and all that. So it's kind of, since it's such a mixed media thing, it's kind of harder to pinpoint, well, who's going to own this
And
media.
it's hard because if you look at it, even a film, who owns, you know what I mean? The crew,
like
the studio owns it.
The studio owns it. It's the same concept.
If it was a particular person as a producer.
I feel like, we're fighting something that's going to happen, right? We fought about, let's say, oil. We just fought about horses going into cars. We fought about a lot of people went, it's happening.
Constantly fighting innovation.
You're gonna fight it as much as you want to. Either you adopt and learn and use it as a tool and reconfigure, because all it's doing is it's reconfiguring how we approach the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not made you obsolete. It's just retraining you to figure out how else do I fit into this? Because it's not going to create a perfect image.
I was going to say, like, fighting for your credit, viable. Like you said, you
viable.
still did the job.
Yes.
So you should still get, like, that credit for it, for the IRL footage. But as far as the AI stuff go, you still got to kind of, like you're saying, adapt to it. You got to understand, like, bro, it can take 40 prompts just to get something correct.
Exactly.
And so,
the credit on that is a lot of people who actually worked on it.
Yeah.
The AI didn't just create it. Like, I think looking at the credit, it took a bunch of people guiding the AI to do it. So when you're sitting down on one side complaining that, AI is taking our jobs, go figure out what the other guy is doing to figure out how to move this AI system. That's the new job.
I mean, there will be an uproar when you see a certain part of this industry dying. That's a whole lot of jobs. But I mean, it's
happening.
It's part of history. I understand throughout history it happens. But there's also the issue of there's no regulation yet either. So it's kind of like a free for all.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of like people are seeing this as a starting stage of like people are going to exploit this until.
But we're already having that conversation, right? We're already having that with.
I think it started with XR.
It already started. Adobe already had that conversation. Sora is already having that conversation right now. Apparently, they use Shutterfly or Shutterstock for their content. So the conversation is already on the table. It's just figuring out who earns what based off of what. Right, that's the conversation fight. Right.
Where is the AI getting the prompt from? It needs certain resources, right?
And we know that.
And then
we
regulating that,
right?
And talking about copyright issues will be the biggest thing. But yeah, it was funny reading the comments of I didn't understand of like I saw the commercial and I was like, but what? And a lot of the arguments that was funny is because he was trying to save money. So he decided to go instead of doing real time. And then one of the things he said was like, people keep saying that this is because of money. He's like, no.
Cost them a ton of money.
Cost them a whole lot more to do it. And then people are like, so if it wasn't money, why not hire a normal crew? And his argument is, this is new technology and I'm experimenting.
But I think that's his second one that he's tried. This one came out a long time ago. It's not new.
No, this came out in March 9th.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing it earlier, and right now is when people are actually noticing.
He posts a lot of storyboard design, like all the BTS stuff, especially screen recording of it.
And that's what caused the uproar.
Well, I don't know about the uproar, but it's probably telling them it's AI. Maybe, who knows?
Oh no, he said it clearly in the first release. So I was
Straight
like,
up
this
AI.
is brilliant.
But
That's
with technology though, with us being kind of in that subject, what happened to XR stages? It was like the
It's
thing to talk about, and
still
then now
there.
it's kind of, I know it's still there, but the kind of has died down. Even for us, you bought that like
I think it was like
that
it was a
bed
skill
looking
gap.
book, huh?
It's a skill gap thing, I think.
You think it's a
Yeah.
skill gap
Yeah,
that's causing it not to take off?
because you got to learn another level of video production. Like, not only do you got to know regular cinematography, you also got to learn a little bit of animation too to understand how these two worlds work together.
But that's
That's
Unreal
AI,
Engine
isn't it?
though. It's Unreal.
Yeah. So
Which,
now you got to learn Unreal just to get something,
but
or just to even have a conversation that will bring upon the thing that you're trying to imagine.
and I'm gonna use that then for just as an example of the whole AI game again,
Mhm.
right?
Mm.
When XR started coming out, most people complaining about locations. Oh no, we're
And
not gonna
losing
use more
jobs.
locations. We're gonna lose all these like stunt, whatever, right? Like it became a fight again.
Yeah.
It's like every single thing will have it will have a fighter who is defending the way things were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a gaffer couldn't have a deep crew. I think that was one of the biggest arguments for the XR stage, and then they just start figuring things out. That's like,
Yeah,
I can't have
you
as deep
realize-
as crew as I need,
You
but
do
it's just
need
me and my lights.
you do realize you do need a deep ass crew for it.
Yeah.
But a different kind of crew.
It's a different kind of crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it still costs more. I assumed because we couldn't really adapt it too much because of how much it costs.
That too.
And to be honest with you, sometimes the way it looks,
To your answer, price.
yeah.
Which is happening right now. It's coming down based off of the pricing that I went to that it was a Silicon Valley whatever event,
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking to one of the guys who does XR stages. Like they built the XR stages, so they had a mobile one actually over there that's using generators and batteries to power the wall. So it's like, oh yeah, no, we want to do something quick outside. They just build its own wheels and they track it around. And part of the conversation that came up was price, right? It's so expensive to actually get it that only big companies can be able to. Even though you're skinning up your crew to get this thing done, the amount that you're spending on actually renting the space is so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the price of that comes down, because it's a quick fix to a green screen basically, right? And also a lot of films that you're watching right now, XR stage.
Yeah.
Half of them XR stage.
Yeah.
The one we're watching right now,
Shogun.
Shogun is all XR.
There's a lot of XR
Really?
shots.
It's a lot of XR stage stuff. Like I look at them and you're
I
like,
just think they got
it's
like,
dope. It looks good, and you'd not have been able to achieve that continuous lighting or setup that you're doing.
mm-hmm.
But the only way you'd achieve it is through that.
But I'm not gonna lie. I nowadays I don't really like the look of it because there's a distinct look to an XR stage when you use it.
If it's not done really well, you can tell.
I
in
think
a
Shogun
lot of
does
the
well.
movies, is it
Shogun
done?
is done well for place, except when they do like the singles.
Yeah.
That's when you start telling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when they throw them into like a heroic moment, you can tell this was very staged. And you can, like depth, movement. I think if anything that has a lot of movement that actually work together, you can't tell. But if you stage them like, you're looking for that cinematic look angle, now that one, because you're sitting on it a little bit too long that someone will be like, yeah, I can tell what that is.
Yeah, and I don't feel like the XR stages have enough dynamic range. I feel like there's a little level of flatness to them when you.
That's the technology that they're trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to work, because it's based off of two worlds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like lighting your outside of the stage and lighting the stage too, right? Basically your plates on the other side matching what's real on this side.
Mm-hmm.
When you sync these two worlds really well, then you actually achieve a good XR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those two
the-
worlds. But now you're still using plates and you're still trying to light it on this other side, trying to make it work either that way or the reverse.
So what's the point? Might as well just shoot it on location. Cause
You can't shoot it on location on every
'Cause-
single time. Where would you shoot Shogun at?
I mean, There's different places in the world. I think
And
XR stages are much
to
more.
get this crew to move fast
And
and
I-
get half of these shots, because you're like, yeah, our sunrises shots need to be back-to-back sunrises.
I
Get them in that XR stage.
Alright.
You have
I'll
your
give you that.
actor in, wrap them out, and you keep
And
going.
probably
with
even
the
just
story.
like bureaucracy of trying to get permits for those locations too.
That is true.
So you
That
might
is true.
face that red tape, and it's like, well, you just make up this place too.
Yeah, I mean those are easy. I think it was because it's been being
It's-
done for
it's
the
always
last
been here.
100 something
Yeah.
other years, right? But I understand kind of, especially keeping the light consistent and stuff like that. It's helpful, but I thought more it was better advantage when you use something that are out of this world, more like sci-fi world or things that you can't really imagine of, or is it just a green screen? Like if you actually see it on the screen and interacting with it, I think it's much more. For example, like what's that movie? Thor: Love and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a good majority of it was shot on the, what do you call it, the oval or the volume, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
The big XR
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
And like they built the whole world, so it's so beautiful to see just watching the behind the scenes. But that's when I started to notice that there isn't that much level of dynamic range in these XR stages, because there's also a hole up top that just floods the whole light.
Yeah.
I
You
think that's a
can't get in.
control that you have to figure out your fine point, right? Of
Yeah.
how much control you have on the set.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know what your set is gonna be, because adding the real elements into the scene help you hide a lot of those things that you see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then on the ASC workshop when they were doing the XR stage, part of that was like some of them are removing some of those panels, right?
Okay.
So, because one of the biggest pieces that you end up having is it ends up looking very flat. There's no contrast that you'd get.
Yeah.
There's no hard shadows
Yeah.
in some of them, especially coming into the set,
Yeah.
because you're using mostly soft lights, or you're using that to light. And one of the DPs on the workshop was like, he's actually removing some of the panels and doing hard sources through, or like mirror, hitting a mirror or hitting a bounce and then hitting it back into the set,
Yeah.
to create the hard shadows that you need to see on the set. And that brings it into like, okay, if it's a sun, your shadows are going to be hard.
Yeah.
But a panel at the top will just create a very soft, and that's the thing that
Yeah.
we end up seeing. It's very soft, very even.
Mm.
There's no, edge, or there's no contrast to that.
Absolutely.
But if you're able to introduce that into the stage, basically adding back to what we do, you need to still have the skill that you came with when you learned lighting, bringing it into this world. That makes it look real now, right? And that's probably what we're fighting with XR stages, is the look still feels very flat, and that's why you can tell that this is not real. You know what I mean? Because the fall off is so, we love it when the skin is like, perfect. But when everything is perfect, you're like, I need that hard light coming from somewhere.
Something got to break. Something has to break.
Something has to break. Like it's too clean. It's too clinical.
Yeah.
Like I need that hard shadow. I need that spotlight somewhere there. Like
My biggest gripe with Hollywood right now, bring back character actors. You know what I mean? Just like, you know what character actors are?
now tell us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, they usually play like the ugliest characters in roles. Like they're not the best looking people, but they're usually like the slobs or this the buck tooth guy.
You know what this reminds me of?
Bring that back.
What is that Netflix Amazon film that they did, the biggest competitor to Game of Thrones?
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see when they were posting looking for cast and crew cast, they were asking for ugly people? Did you see that post?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the post was like, we need
Make that
ugly
happen.
people
Damn.
for this scene. Like,
You can't spend too much money on hair and makeup.
nope.
Come
Yeah.
prepared.
You gotta have sorry to say, a deformity or something
Yeah.
to qualify for it.
I need an
It
actor.
makes sense, but look at the film, how it looked.
Yeah.
I can't understand where they went with it, but I think some people took it personally. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
the people who already look like that. So
Yeah.
why am I
And
spending time on VFX
they're also-
or doing that? Like, own it.
they're
Just
also
do it.
skilled at acting, which is the other good part.
How you find those, DK?
The 90s and 80s made a good job of doing it.
So
I mean, they're still there.
They're still there, but
it's
it's
still
not.
there. It's,
But most of the movies that you're gonna watch are all beautiful people. Even the guy that's supposed to be kind of an uggo, you just like, all right, he's still.
so you want to do the Nigerian
He
one
just got on
with
some,
the short
makeup.
people? Isn't those slapsticks that they do?
No.
They always have to have a short person in it.
Oh, so
Like
you can have
The comedy or whatever, like do
Yeah.
some weird thing. That's all like Nigerian
That-
films. They will include them into everything.
Yeah, that was our early 2000s, like Brad Williams and
Yeah, you're
Peter
like,
Dinklage. Yeah,
why is this guy in here? I don't know, man. It's a relief.
Look at
I'm
this
like,
guy.
damn.
Hey man, to be honest with you, I think it's what you consider beautiful and ugly. I ain't gonna lie. Half the people I'm like, yeah, all right.
there's
But
people
they're-
that know.
I mean, I think if they're attractive and whatnot, but they're actually really good actors,
Yeah.
that's fine.
No, but it's not the hero actors. It's basically background.
Yeah,
Right.
It's
You're-
characters that fill in like the thing that's opposite of what your main character is going through. Like he's that relief character. Like he may have
Are you
his
talking about like the villains? The
no. It's just a guy who may have his problems, but everything's all right for that guy. Like John Goodman. That's the guy I can think of.
John Goodman, yeah.
Yeah,
So are you talking about physical features or you
Physical
talking
features.
physical features?
yeah.
But
there's
also, I
quite a few.
see an interesting perspective there, right? Because we are, and I think that should come back because with society right now, we are living in a world where we are perfecting everything and making sure
Mhm.
everything looks perfect, right? Which is the Instagram filters, the look of people that you forget how a normal person looks like.
Yeah. Or just
Right.
how
To
to
be
appreciate
honest
yourself.
with
in
you,
general.
I
I
modified
disagree.
so
I
much
think there's
and done it.
I think there's a lot more. I guess what you define as character actors, a lot more, because we kind of are in an all-inclusive kind of thing. So there is actually a lot more. I think it kind of says to the type of shows you watch and then the type of genre you want to see them in.
No,
But
no,
I think
no.
there's a lot of people. There's so many films and TV shows that are being made right now. You can there. I feel like there's a lot of people. Now there are. What I don't like is miscasting someone
Mhm.
into those roles. Now, quantity-wise, I think there's quite a bit of shows, but there are certain shows where you feel like that kind of character that is needed, but then they
Mhm.
do cast someone because they think their social status will garner more views
Mhm.
for that show or movie or
And that's
something
what
like
happens
that.
a lot.
That
But-
I completely
but
disagree with,
there's-
but I think there's still.
there's a difference between physical looks of what you were born with and
Mhm.
how you modified yourself.
Yeah.
To be. And this is me tiptoeing around it
Okay.
because I think the angle of like from hearing where your direction of saying it's beautiful people, it's not the idea of that. It's about okay, we call it what deformity or whatever. Like you're born with something off that's not their standard, right? And that's where you are in the background, right? Like if you watch that Lord of the Rings thing,
Yeah.
it's like people one leg is shorter than the other, or like like those pieces that you'd spend so much creating, not something that you can actually get someone to actually do because they don't have it.
And then you just
Which ends
fulfill this guy's dream of being an actor. Because
Exactly.
he never thought he
Exactly.
could. Because
He's just a background guy.
yeah.
So he doesn't really need even to say anything. You seeing them there exists as that.
So what you guys are saying is,
Give me a
if there is a
Quasimodo.
character, if there's a character that has certain things, cast someone that's actually
Yeah.
Yeah, who
related.
can
That I
identify to the
understand.
role.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
miscasting on. Okay,
exactly,
that I agree with.
exactly. So that one,
Yeah.
if you're chubby or whatever, that's different. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's the
You're a normal person.
that's the
still.
whale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
It was interesting actually
Yeah.
for a film that is contained. That was-
And
Yeah.
like, Brendan Fraser or Christian Bale, they go through the lengths of actually fulfilling the fulfillment of the role as far as like changing their body type and stuff like that too. Just to
Yeah.
make that difference of, oh, this is how this character looks.
They've done, but yeah, for those things I understand. I think the biggest issue is when you start jumping from one race to another race.
Oh yeah, that's
It's really
yeah,
kind of the problem
that's
starts to really come.
or
Yeah.
yeah, and they do that with a lot of foreign films, which is kind of offensive in a way too.
What foreign films?
Like when you see a foreign film and you're putting some dude who's
Are you
not
talking about
from
like a
there.
story that takes place? Yeah.
it's like it's
I remember.
just because their name or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
but again, I can't get it past the audience that we're like, oh yeah, I'm watching it because of this person. You know, before I used to think I'm like, just cast someone from there. Like not every single time you need the hero from, you know, from Hollywood
Yeah.
to be in this film.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't do justice, and probably they eat half of the budget just because you're getting
Facts.
this guy just to go do this thing there.
Yeah. There was a moment for me where I was like, okay, this has gotten out of hand. Is the movie Exodus, directed by Ridley Scott. It was with Christian Bale, and then
I thought that was that wasn't the one with the that was in Exodus, the one with the Denzel Washington as himself.
no,
that
you're
was in
talking about the
Exodus?
tragedy of
Macbeth.
Macbeth.
No, that's new. There was an old one. I thought it was his. No, but it wasn't Ridley Scott. Continue.
But so Ridley Scott did it with Christian Bale, and then the Australian guy that was in The Fighter, the Warrior. I'm sorry. The UFC.
The Warrior,
Yeah, with
the Asian dude.
No, Tom Hardy. This came out in 2010. Like Tom Hardy,
Just
and
play
then
the trailer, man.
well, just play the trailer of Exodus, and then
Yeah.
it's just easy. But the point being is, at that point it was 2015, and it was the Oscars, and then they were like boycotting, the Oscars and stuff.
Mhm.
And Ridley Scott was interviewed, and he was asked, "So how do you feel casting like two white men, even though this is a story about Egypt and technically
That's
a
what it
Middle
was.
Eastern person and stuff like that should be?" And then he's like, "Well, I'm not gonna cast a random guy named Muhammad on $100 million movie." And he said that, and I was like, "Damn,
Ridley Scott doesn't have mercy.
yeah." So I used to be a huge Ridley Scott fan,
And
but I was like, "Damn, you didn't have to."
It is owned by Fox, so in a way, that's him working for the company. You know what I mean? Like maybe that was
I understand, but I mean, because he also got caught in the wave of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. This one everybody was getting cut.
Yeah. Before then, every single white actor played all these different characters, and everything was fine.
Yeah,
But the wave was coming of like, all right, you can't just
we got to put
miscast.
people in the role.
Yeah, that are actually that. And I think he was at the start of it, and he just made that comment, and he was not liked by a lot of people.
That's kind of what I'm liking about this Native resurgence too, because I mean, throughout history, Native Americans have been in Hollywood more so just as Native Americans going against cowboys and such.
Yeah.
But like even like certain stories being told like Killers of the Flower Moon, Reservation Dogs, that kind of stuff, and just
Reservation
showing.
Dogs.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
That's just-
The story is about them and their whole thing. They're not a side character for an protagonist of this like white man coming into their world and stuff like that.
And
Which
it's just
technically-
kids on a big adventure. That's
Yeah.
really what I like about it.
It was
So it's
really
very
nice.
lighthearted.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But yeah, you can see the trailer. And it wasn't really that great of a movie. I watched it in the theater.
Let's see it.
And then you can see all their makeup on their face, and I'm like, damn.
Ahead and an enemy behind! Ready yourselves!
You know, that's my kind of film, man.
Yeah, I was like, it actually look look
That's
at the
my
trailer.
kind of film, man.
It actually looks kind of decent, but I remember it kind of being alright.
I'm gonna be checking it
wasn't
out.
that great.
Yeah,
But also the historical, well, not historical. I mean, I guess the biblical
a little bit
inaccuracies.
off.
Yeah.
But what
We
did
gotta fluff it up.
Ridley Scott say the other day? He's like, he's not a historian.
he did.
So I'm not a historian, man. He all go do that. I just make movies.
Bro, have you seen his new movie, Napoleon?
Napoleon is a new one or Flower? Oh wait, I'm mixing actors.
Yeah, mixing
Yeah,
actors.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
Napoleon is really Scott. Killers of the
Watch
Flower
It
Moon is Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese. Did I see Napoleon? I think I did.
It's on Apple.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Josh gave me a review that I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna watch it.
What was his review?
It was actually not bad, honestly.
He
What?
said he didn't like Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon.
Bro, the whole
Everyone is saying that.
Yeah.
the whole storyline was, I thought it was about Napoleon's journey as a conqueror, but it's him being obsessed about this woman and him being a pervert. It's kind of what I got from the whole.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's kind of who he was. Yeah.
I
just
get
as a
that, but
guy.
like, what did you decide to focus on? So the trailer was misleading. The trailer was showing all the wars. He didn't do shit.
Hey.
Like you see like
hanging
maybe 2 scenes of a war, and then he's like, "I'm going to war," and then he goes, cut back. I'm back from war. And this is about the woman. I was like,
Hey.
"What the fuck is this?"
Get land, get women. I guess land was just like the cars back in the day.
Go
So
on.
if you got Egypt, you just got a Bugatti.
Hey, I went out. I got a Bugatti. Bring it back home, man.
Hey man,
Let's
it
do
was-
this
Hey
live.
girl, I can take you to Greece real quick. I own that.
I think you should watch it.
Yeah.
And just do subtitles on it.
Oh my god!
or
Do my own
commentary. Yeah, just commentary on it.
But it was just
Like,
yeah.
yo, man, I'm Napoleon.
Yeah.
What you up to today? Yo, I'm taking you to Greece. Who are you again?
Hey, I may be 5'2", but standing on top of the world, baby, I'm over all of you.
Like that.
But yeah, he just made him, because it's history. You have an image of it, of
Mhm.
who Napoleon is, and especially
That's
how
true.
vicious he was in the battlefield. But this one was just like, for like, when a computer nerd just destroys the whole world, but still has that nerdy mentality. Oh, hi, how are you? How you doing? But I'm gonna kill all of you. Kind of that. I felt like that. So it was funny watching it.
No, it was it was an interesting one.
I'm not gonna lie, Ridley Scott movies are kind of going down, in my opinion.
Hmm.
I feel like him as a director, because I think the last good movie I saw from him was The Martian, and that was in 2015.
Marshall's pretty good.
Any other movies, even like, do you remember any other movies he's done since?
I think
I was trying to
I've
count
seen-
them.
but
I've
you
seen
have
a
to think
couple of
about
them.
it. Probably the partnership was what was helping him.
So he's a producer now. So I think
think
he is
having
more
the brother-
skilled. The Scott Free production.
Yeah. Having the brother helped.
Yeah.
Like
I
I,
think
think there
he's-
was a balance, and now there's one side of, hey,
Yeah.
I
I think
produce
he's
these
becoming.
things.
He's a much better producer than he is a director. I feel like right now. So none of the stories, because he produced Blade Runner, right? Yeah, Blade Runner 2047 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's one of those those big directors that I feel like is not gonna stay in the top position. Is slowly kind of.
It's kind of like Spielberg.
I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
It's kind of like Spielberg, but I think
But-
Yeah,
Spielberg.
Spielberg has been quiet.
Well,
Well, the Fablemans.
Spielberg has been in almost every Oscar
Yeah.
because
As
he's
a
been
producer.
just producing the
Yeah,
movies.
they're
Yeah.
churning out productions 24/7 because their connections are big.
Yeah.
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 The connections are big, and that's why I think we're gonna go back to as a business model of studios and films.
Big studios. Huh.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That's why it's going back, because with everything that we had initially, you could approach Netflix and you'd get that deal. Everyone would have an in.
Mm-hmm.
But now that obviously the money is being shifted around, they want guarantees, right?
And streaming is just
So-
becoming a acquisition game right now.
Exactly. So it's gonna go back to, you have, I don't know who Tyler Perry has a deal with, or Tyler Perry.
BET.
You have whoever has the Netflix deal gets that. The guys with the Amazon deal. So instead of you going straight to Netflix, you go through one of their, like who makes all the comedies? Adam Sandler. So you
yeah.
go through their companies because they already have the deal.
Yeah.
So the
okay,
straight
okay,
shot
okay.
deal
Okay.
that was there before, that Melhik would
Yeah.
make a feature film or make a film or a series, and then it will go straight to Netflix. It's gonna be a little bit less of that compared to what it was before, because now everyone is scrambling to try and tighten out, tighten
So you're saying
what
there's
they
going to
have.
be a middleman now?
There's gonna be a middleman.
Kind of like a
I
Mirror
think
Max.
it's already, I think it's already it's already
Yeah.
there,
I
and
mean, I can
it's
see
not
that.
gonna be the middleman that you think it was before. I think the middlemen are gonna be the companies that already have the deal.
Yeah.
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 So you'll be
Yeah.
pitching to, the Sandlers or Plan B, whatever deal they have.
Yeah.
Apple is one that I'm looking at because they're interesting in how they're actually moving around. Because you had, they gave Idris Elba with that weird plane film. That was
The
his.
show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the series. That was his complete. Like Napoleon was actually Apple.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
deal. So they're still doing the deals, but it's top tier people deals that you're seeing going there. Like
Like
they're
people-
doing guaranteed. They're
Yeah, I
not
was
doing DK might give me a film here. I don't know what that's gonna be. Let's dance around this.
Nah.
Like
No, I think
it's
they're very much involved into their original content. They're not really into the buying game. Well, they have the licensing,
they are.
so they do the licensing
I
on
mean?
the side. But there a
Just
lot of the
haven't-
content that they put out is a lot of them originals of. They funded the whole project to
But
begin with.
that's Netflix too. That's the same model.
That's
Other than
some
the
of
other,
Netflix. There's
that's-
Netflix
yeah.
original, but 80% of it is.
that's where
what
you
they're
want to
buying.
be with a project. If you
yeah.
want to get a really good deal, not because
Yeah.
that means you were paid to actually produce the project.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Compared
yeah.
to the other side, you produced, paid everything, and then you went to
Yeah.
get a deal, which
Yeah.
because I think quality control, that's the biggest thing, right? And that's
Yeah.
why the originals are originals, because they
Mm.
manage the pipeline, everything matches what they need to make it
Yeah.
happen. But yeah, we'll see where we go. I'm seeing a lot of stuff from Apple, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, they're coming back with kind of even Killers on the Flower Woman is on Apple.
FX is surprising me though.
Man,
FX is surprising.
we was having
me,
that
man.
conversation. Like
Mm.
Hulu, actually I think it was me and Ajayi. He was like, Hulu is just FX Plus. And I was like, damn it, you're right. But
Hulu is just FX Plus.
yeah, it's
Okay,
the streaming platform for FX. Because
but
it's
Hulu
Fox.
doesn't own FX, right?
Well, it's
Yes, it
Fox.
does.
It's all Disney.
Oh, it's all Disney.
Yep.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
But
Well, it was vice versa. FX used to own Hulu, or Fox used to own, and
Mhm.
then they got a package to and sold off.
mhm. But
So what is
The-
Hulu for then?
the amount of content though.
What is
Basically,
man?
Hulu's the new cable TV.
Yeah.
That's kind of where
Because they took everyone
they
in.
took
and-
live TV.
Yeah, because anytime I want to watch something that plays on network TV, I just go to Hulu.
Okay, so the
Like
Shogun,
have it-
is that what you're watching it on?
yeah. And
Well, no,
then-
but that's their original content of FX.
yeah.
Okay.
So
And then,
Hulu,
like-
as a general, has the live TV, has all the TV shows that used to just watch on TV, like ABC, CBS.
Mm,
Well, actually, it
mm.
doesn't have CBS because Peacock. Where's CBS actually? Paramount.
Mm.
Yeah.
CBS is Paramount.
And
Paramount,
then
yeah,
NBC
can see
is
the logo.
Peacock, but it has all the ABC content, all those TVs.
I think
live
you could
TV
just
and all that.
access news from CBS. That's pretty much it.
What is
just
that,
the
like
news.
regular cable?
Well,
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Mm.
CBS. I don't know where. I don't remember their parent company is Universal.
it's Paramount.
maybe?
Yeah.
It's Paramount.
Yeah.
So they're in Paramount then. Okay, yeah, because CBS just died. I know ABC is Disney, so it followed
I thought
Disney.
CBS has those
They
weird
have like a lot of crime shows. and
crime
stuff.
shows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, was in Law and Order CBS?
Where is Law?
That's
I mean,
no
there's a
idea,
new
man.
season.
Question.
I've
I guess
been
we're-
kind of
we're-
watching
I
it.
guess none
Is
of
it
us watch
CW?
cable.
I'm not sure.
But
But
I thought
I've
you had
been-
cable TV. No,
Who the hell has cable TV in this day?
I don't know, man.
yeah, I just watch it on Plex, and there's a new season.
My aunt
and
has
it's actually
cable.
pretty good.
Yeah. Whenever I go there, I try and figure out how to use a remote.
Hundreds of dollars, man.
I try
For
and
no reason.
scroll through, and I'm like, I end up on Netflix because I'm like, at least I know this interface.
Yeah.
This other one has too many things,
Oh
man.
God, yes.
And they
But-
have
I do like the idea of cable TV because I don't like always picking and choosing what I'm finna watch. So like if I see Man versus Wild, I'm like, let's see what they get into. Or Bar Rescue, let's see some guys get yelled at. Or Pawn Stars, let's see some guys get ripped off. Like
Bro,
those
you,
are my
you are. I don't want to say old soul. You're just old mentality.
sometimes it's just like
You like to go to places and window shop.
yeah.
You like to actually go to stores now. He still does this to
I still
this
go
day.
to stores.
He still loves those cable
what is
TVs.
it like the mall or something?
The mall, Target, Walmart, you name it.
Just like
goes to
just
browse.
go
Yeah.
kick it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Best
leave
Buy.
with something.
No.
Damn.
He goes to browse.
I just like to know
I've
what's there.
never been to Best Buy.
I go in
Should
when I
just
have
go-
a mission.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And even then, that's too much of a hassle. So I just order it. So I just go to pickup. I don't even browse.
Oh no, sometimes I will go look at the thing, make sure I like it,
Mm-hmm.
and then go on Amazon. While at the store. But
Can I help you with anything? No, I'm good.
No.
Just bought
It's
it.
good.
Peace.
Can you price match this? Yes. Okay, I'll buy it here then.
The
You have
only-
it available? Let's do it.
See,
That's
I'll
even
buy-
worse. You just fucking showing it in their face. Like, I ain't buying from you.
Oh no, if you tell me you price match,
Might
Is
just
that
call
a
right
thing?
now.
it's
I
a
didn't even
thing.
know what to.
You just
Now-
ask.
The problem with price match is it used to be real good because you'll find it on Amazon and you'd be like, can you price match this to Best Buy and or Target? And just be like, hey, can you do this? And they'll be like, yeah, we can do that. And so it'll be like $50 off. Now everybody got the same price. So it
Gotcha.
Not every time though.
No.
Sometimes it's a delay.
interesting. I gotta
Sometimes
figure
it's
out
a
that
delay. I don't know. I'm just used to buying things on. I hate stores, but since I'm here and I can order it, then I figure out whether
So
I'm
you're
gonna go
like,
online.
hey, there's this device. I don't want it today. I want it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just walk
No.
out.
Yeah, pretty much that's what's happening. When I have it tangible in my hands right
I have
now.
a car, but I'll pay for shipping and delivery.
Hold on. I look at it. I'm like, it's right here. It's $150 more. I will wait till tomorrow morning. Because if I order it right now, it's gonna be there in the morning.
Well, I understand if it was, if what you see in that store is more expensive than online.
That's exactly it.
that I understand.
That's
But
it.
You didn't say that. You said I see something and I go on Amazon and buy
No.
it.
If it's cheaper on Amazon, I'm getting the Amazon deal.
Now,
Get
But
that.
also the value, right? If it's like $10, then it's not worth it because that's delayed.
Yeah.
But if it's like $100 to $200,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I mean,
either
that
you
makes
price
sense.
match or I'll wait just a couple hours.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not, So
Oh,
there's
man.
the negotiating part of things.
the one thing I do like about getting stuff off Amazon is I like it bundled. So that if I can get a bundled deal on something, then sure.
Yeah.
But I think I don't like.
That's a ripoff, right?
I hate Amazon's interface. That's really why I don't like shopping online. It's the worst interface.
Just stop complaining
What-
about the
what are you
interface.
talking
Just say you want to go to
it's
the
a
store.
terrible interface.
Really?
How?
It is terrible. It's
Which part?
This shit's everywhere.
What do you mean?
No.
Like
Shit's
I don't-
everywhere.
I don't have like a specific agenda for something. Sometimes I just look and something surprises me, like, oh shit, that'd be cool, and then I buy it.
So you're
that's
trying
your
to do
fault.
Your window shopping.
Yeah.
Yes.
On
But-
Amazon. No, this not. You go
But
with a
then,
mission,
okay,
man.
so say I want a new basketball, and I get this terrible branded basketball that's not as good as the Wilson basketball I know I want.
You can get a
search
Wilson basketball
on
on
there.
Amazon.
Tomorrow, when I know I can go to Target today to go get it.
And you
See,
can
that's-
you can
yeah.
walk around and look at things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
but
might
imagine
not-
what you're spending, the time you're spending, the gas money you're
Hey,
spending.
Time is not a factor here.
Time is not a factor.
Okay, then there you go.
It's kicking it.
Question.
Yeah.
It's free AC.
But you try,
That's free AC. Because you know
but
Berkeley
you
don't
trying
got
to
none.
fucking window shop online and then you're mad it's all over the place. Yeah, you can't decide. You're all over the place.
No, Amazon is a shit show of a website. That's just like like fucking the DH Express. Like, it's just terrible.
I have zero plan.
Why do I got 50 brands of iPhone cases?
like-
Like, simplify that shit.
Hey, dude, you go in Amazon, you read the reviews.
Yeah, you do your research.
When I can touch it and go, all right, this is no good, and choose another one.
I
you
hear
see-
you though. I hear you. It's a
Nah.
different game. For me, I'm like,
I think
the
reviews are
drive-
much. I trust reviews more than I do me going, especially at a product I don't know, a new product that I'm buying. I can get an iPhone case and I twist it. I wouldn't know what the durability is or how good it feels. And so reading the reviews is where I go from the best one and I do the worst one. I read the whole thing. I do all three in the middle, and then I just get a consensus of what the overall product is. And then you buy it or you don't. But at least I know there's different levels of experience. And then there's different levels of refunding.
Man, some of them reviews be worthless though. That's the one thing I hate. I hate when
Yeah,
I get a
yeah,
review
yeah,
like,
yeah,
some of them are
like,
worthless.
I bought this product and then I returned it and now I hate it. And it's like, you already returned it. You never knew what it was.
Some of the reviews are
instruction
like,
said he wasn't coming with it,
some of the reviews
or it's
are
not
bad.
doing this. I'm like, yeah, the product doesn't do that. I wish you
Yeah.
did it. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not a review.
See,
That's your opinion.
I don't trust people in traffic. Why would I trust them on Amazon? Give me a
I
review.
guess, man. I use it a lot on a lot of things, but you can return it.
See,
doesn't work.
that's another
See,
thing.
that is a hassle.
That's the other
That
thing.
is a hassle, I will say.
I got to
it's
go
more
to
of
the
a
post
hassle.
office.
Yeah.
I hate the post office.
I hate the post office.
It's worse than the DMV.
I do agree. Sometimes I just keep shit because I don't want to return it.
It's
Yeah.
quick.
You gotta print the label out. You gotta post that, doing all that.
Yeah.
Returning in person, you just go to the section and says, "I don't want
I
this
hate
shit."
this. And then they
Yeah.
go, why'd you hate it? And it's like, it wasn't good. Okay.
But
That's
I
what
think
you do
can
with
the-
Amazon.
But
It's just
now I
like
got to
that.
type stuff. I got to print stuff. I got to
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
You gotta
You
get
know
the
you can use a
tape
QR code, right,
Yeah.
to do
but
what?
to return.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
You
mean?
drop off without even a box. You
Yeah.
just
To who?
they scan it.
You can do that.
UPS.
I've done that. Where you
To
just
who?
return a loose
UPS.
item from Amazon.
Huh?
UPS. You just drop it off at UPS.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them it just says in the instructions.
Yeah, he
just
was-
show them the QR code, box open, give it,
Yeah. Yeah.
walk away.
Well, then I changed my statement. If I can do that,
Yeah. I'm still against it, but
I know.
I do not like the post office. I will
Yeah.
say that. It's
Just the
never
hassle.
been an appealing place for
and
me.
then if you're in UPS and you got somebody in front of you who've never shipped anything, it's like, bro, you shipped before. I know you're 56. Like,
For a guy who goes to window shop, I don't think you should be complaining about UPS, man.
window shop, I'm not bothering anybody. But the guy in front of me who can't figure out how to ship anything, oh my God,
It's
get him out of here.
bothering the shit.
This is an in and out situation. It's an in and out process. I'm going to waste other people's time. I don't want my time wasted.
That is hilarious.
Oh man, you know what I have done? I go to UPS to drop something off, and then I saw another guy getting packages like from a truck, slowly going in, trying to drop off, but he was taking it off of the bed of the truck. I saw him and I was like, that man cannot be in front of me. There is no way. And I was further. He was much closer. I fucking dashed. I was like, I'm not standing in line behind you.
Yeah, get this guy out of here.
I was
man.
like, bro, being fucking chivalrous and opening the door, nah, pop.
Oh, damn.
So you
I
and your
was
drop
not,
shipping
bro.
company,
The
go
man
somewhere.
had a stack of boxes. I was like, I was
Oh, yeah,
not.
no, I see that.
I was
And
gonna
you just
be
have
dead.
one little item?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
shipping the hard drives when I used to do the hard drives, and when we were in the old office.
Yeah.
when we used to ship
We
it,
still
yeah.
use that UPS, actually.
Yeah, that's at the same place.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're just dropping off.
But
yeah.
they know what's up now. Like, anytime I go to UPS and there is that one person that's taken 10 years to do a ship, they just go, hey, bro, I got you.
You just
Like,
scan
I
it.
appreciate
Just
you
scan it.
because all I got is this and I want to be done.
There should be like some of them. There should be like a self kind of check, not self checkout, but
FedEx
check-in.
got it.
FedEx does have it, right? Yeah. Okay. That's where you just go QR code it, and then it just prints it out, and then you just put it in a pile of.
I think it's an
ship out.
interesting thing because some of them don't do it because you'll scan it as if you returned it and then it doesn't take.
Now, even though I just shit it on USPS, they also have it. You
I
you
think
don't
they're
have to.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't got to wait in the line. It's literally
I
a
don't know.
thing
You
on
just
the
get
side.
into the
better.
mindset. You know where you're going. You chill out and you just go drop it off.
I-
That's how I usually do it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm walking into a situation. I'm cool.
I've realized that I am not a browser. Like, it's not even like in everything. Even like me and Natalia go at it sometimes because she's like, "Let's go to this place," and I was like, "Why? Where are we going? What are we doing there?" If there's no reason for me to be there, I don't want to go there. I don't want to take the effort. She goes, "No, let's go find out. Let's see what's there." I was like, "I can't do that. I have to go from point A to point B, and there needs to be a reason to go there. If there isn't a reason, I ain't going there.
Hey,
Let's
you
just
should
go
be
for a
calling
walk.
him a little bit more.
Yeah.
Can
Let's go
with
for a
DK.
walk."
D-
And I was like,
DK just
"All right, where
takes-
we walking to?" "No, we're just walking around." "Just walk?"
Yeah.
Nah.
So
just around,
Yeah. I just
Like-
says,
not like a specific loop or something.
I don't care about the route. There just needs to be an end destination for it.
Your
like,
house,
are we
not
walking
your house.
back to the house?
Nah. Are we walking
It's
to
a
go
loop.
get ice cream, or are we walking like you can get me to go if there's a reason to go?
Exercise.
go. Dude, fam, there needs to be. Yeah. Look, here's the thing. It can be like, let's go to Trader
Exercise.
Joe's or
To
something
do
like that.
what though?
I don't know, but I just can't do a loop and just come right back to where I was.
Now,
It's just
I'm seeing a process here. Because if you go, hey, let's go for a walk. Let's go to Trader Joe's. Let's window shop for apples. And then let's go back home.
This window shop for apples.
It's Trader Joe's. I don't know.
Nah, bro. I need to go buy some. Or let's do a picnic. Like, let's do the whole loop, and then let's go sit and, get something and then enjoy
So
like
that
the lake.
you'll do?
That I'll do.
Okay.
But you just tell me let's do a loop and come back.
It's like, why do we even step out?
Yeah,
Dude, that is actually good. I do that a lot.
I do that. Yeah.
I know
I
people
will
do.
go walk the lake, just clear, and then go back home.
There needs to be a purpose for me to go somewhere. That don't make sense to me.
I got one rule because I get questions too. I go, just go for the ride, man. I was like, I don't have no destination.
That's my answer.
We're gonna stumble upon something,
yeah.
and it's gonna be great.
I can't do that, bro. That shit. Sometimes I agree, and then while she's getting ready, I'll research something close by. It's like research something. All right, there's this, and then while we're supposedly strolling, I'm like, oh, what is this place?
Oh, jeez.
We having to stumble upon this frozen yogurt shop.
So you're not spontaneous at all.
I'm spontaneous. I'm spontaneous of like, hey, yo, let's go to this place right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not like, let's walk. The only time I'll ever do it is the reason we're walking is for a specific reason. Like to a friend, like I need to talk to you. Let's have a conversation. I'll do a walk. But the purpose is we're walking so we can have the conversation of this, that, and the third. That I can do. But just walk.
Yeah.
It's exercise, Melhik. That's
I'm a
what I call
wanderer.
it.
I don't mind the exercise.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I will stroll around and just get back.
Yeah.
Count your miles.
That's what we did Sunday. We literally just I had a destination, but somebody wanted to watch Larry June for Rolling Loud, so that took another 30 minutes. But we were supposed to go to the
That was
Academy
a
of
direct
Science.
conversation to her. Okay.
We were supposed to go to the Academy of
I
Science.
saw that. I was like, somebody wanted to.
No,
Somebody.
they know.
Okay.
But no, we were supposed to go to the Academy of Science because I was like, oh, they got the little butterfly exhibit, they got the planetarium, they got you could feed penguins. I don't think you do it. I think somebody else does it. But they got all this shit that's crazy.
Where is this at?
San Francisco,
Oh,
Golden
okay,
Gate Park.
okay.
Yeah. And so we got there. The lady was like, it's gonna be $92, but you only got it's $50 an adult, but you only gonna spend an hour and a half here. So
Why? Because that's the time
Probably
before they
closing.
close.
yeah, so they
Okay.
closed at 5.
Yeah,
And it was
that's
like
not
you only
worth
gonna
it.
be here for an hour and a half. And I was like, this woman has spoken some sense into me. We cannot do this. So we just walked around Golden Gate Park, and then I saw Strawberry Hill. Then I saw people riding around in paddle boats, and I was
That
like,
was on Sunday?
yeah.
I think I was actually in San Francisco on Sunday.
Yeah,
Right
it was-
across
Is that
the
where
other.
you went to the Palace of Fine Arts?
yeah. Because then
I saw the post, yeah.
the only thing left was I was like, there's this Yoda fountain that
Yeah,
was kind of in
Presidio.
the Presidio.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could just go there. Then she saw the Palace of the Fine Arts. She was like, I want to go to the dome. Everybody go here. I want to go to this dome. And I was like, let's go to
It's
the
cool.
dome. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty good.
There's 90 photographers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
maternities and weddings.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a place.
But
It's funny.
No,
I
we-
haven't been to that area since I got to this country. Like, we did the tour. I saw all those places, but I haven't been back to any of them. Actually, the Yoda fountain proceeded because ILM is right there.
yeah, and Lucasfilm.
So, yeah, it's ILM is under Lucasfilm, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of shoot there. So I've been to that building, but Golden Gate, I drive by it almost every time.
Golden Gate's
But
this at
just
this
that
point.
whole vicinity, that whole area outside of the Golden Gate Park,
Yeah.
that's just
We were on the other side, Discovery Museum.
Yeah.
On the other side, which was actually nice. I wish we did a picnic.
Golden
Like,
Gates.
It was
cool.
really nice.
I want to
I
do a picnic.
took the
I
boys
really
over there. They went to the museum, and then they got hungry. We went back to Sausalito.
Sausalito has nice restaurants.
This restaurant is called Crab and something. Oh man, I was
Is that
thinking.
the
I was thinking
blue and
about
white
you guys.
right by the water?
Yeah, have you been in it?
Ah.
Yeah, we did the show, the seafood show.
Man, they give you a full spread, hot like crab. You can do the whole thing.
It's
Man.
expensive, though.
It's not that bad actually.
Well, we're in different tax brackets. What's not that bad?
What's that bad for you though?
Anything over 100
It's less than 100
for one meal or for the whole thing?
for the whole thing. They're actually the biggest, because I just do the half of the crab. The full crab is only $79. $79 for the full crab, shrimp, mussels, and I don't know what else they actually add in there. Yeah, for the full soup or whatever is
And
actually
that serves 3 or 4 people, if I remember correctly. Right?
Two.
Huh.
I ate the half crab and the whole thing by myself. So, dude, it's good.
Bro, if you eat the whole thing, that means it's half a meal for us.
That's what I'm saying. No, but I usually do the
So-
half. I don't do the full. I don't do the. I've done the full spread, and yes, it does feed like 3 or 4. Because when we had the friends from London, we went there.
No,
So it's not actually, that was a surprise because when I do the half, it's like $30 or something. It's not that bad. It has the shrimp and man, Manya reaped through all that seafood. I
The
thought I was
only
actually
thing I
gonna eat
don't
a
like
lot.
about crabs is you got to put in a lot of work for very little.
No, this one has. It's depending on
You
the
just the
season
whole
and the time.
the cracking and
Oh,
everything.
it's still crack. It's quick. It's quick. But yeah, I thought about that place. I was like, we all should go over there. It's like
I'm down.
the food
we
is
still
on
gotta
point.
go to the Greek spot with the lamb shank on Lakeshore, which is pretty dope.
The one by the parking in the back, right? Right. The Greek. It's at a corner, and there's an
No,
entrance. Which one are you talking about?
It's on Lakeshore.
Yeah.
You know where Grand Lake? You know when we went to eat after the Oakland Film Festival?
Exactly. So that it's at right at the.
Oh, there's a
corner.
parking space.
there's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
parking
yeah,
space,
yeah, yeah,
entrance
yeah,
to the
yeah,
parking
yeah.
space.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
right
yeah,
at the
yeah,
corner of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's bad.
yeah.
Cool.
I really enjoyed that. But yeah,
I haven't been in there actually.
it was just a quick one that was open to go eat, and I looked at the lamb shank, and then you do some orzos or something like that. Boy, I thought it was supposed to be a quick lunch, so to go. But then I was like, what the hell is this shit? And I was like, I think we got more time. Let me just enjoy this meal. And then I guess me and Natalia kept just praising the food. The chef heard us, so he came out, and then we started talking with him, and then almost sat down with us and just gave a whole story and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. I'm gonna just eat my food. I was like, oh, it was a fun experience.
Pulls up a chair, start eating the fries.
Man,
Nah,
I did
then,
a good job.
then you're
with
gonna see
these
the
fries.
dog and be like, ah, get away.
So is this from one of your walks?
No. No, the breakfast or the
You're
lunch
like,
place we were trying to go to was closed. So I was like, let's just go here.
Yeah.
And that's
Wait,
how-
that was breakfast?
no
Or like
lunch.
lunch? Yeah.
Lunch.
Yeah, the lake is interesting with food.
Yeah.
But no, that's
But it's been beautiful. It was a great day in the city. I'll tell you
it
that.
was. But you told me it's raining this weekend.
Yeah.
It's already
Tomorrow.
started. so
Yeah.
I gotta go to the
It was a
barber
heavy
shop.
rain today.
It's gonna clear up. It's gonna clear up Sunday, but I think just today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Man, I can't wait for summer. I think we're getting there.